Man like Robbie, welcome along to MLR Daily. Well, the big game yesterday was Arsenal versus Manchester City. I was at the game. Ended up Arsenal 2, Manchester City 2, and didn't really do any favours, really, the result to either team. Both teams really needed a win. It was a very good game, actually, especially if you was a neutral. And, the game showcased what I thought was the problems that both teams has. It focused one thing that they both have and another thing that they both have, which is they both teams, Arsenal and Manchester City, are good in attack and score goals. And we saw goals through Leroy Sané, who I have to say, was very impressive on the day. A very, very good player. And he's only, remember this is his first season. He's only going to get better. So quick, so strong. He scored a goal. Aguero as well. Going forward, Manchester City, brilliant. Arsenal, attacking force, Walcott scoring, goal by Mustafi, but going forward again, very strong Arsenal, score goals when it comes to attack, but the weakness of both teams is defence, and you saw that yesterday, and that's why the game ended up 2-2. It could even have been more, and both teams really need to sort out their defence if either of those teams are going to have a chance of winning the Premier League next season, because obviously both teams got no chance this season, but both teams, the defences are so open, to attack. It's just unbelievable. It was, for Arsene Wenger, relieved a bit of the pressure. He's still under pressure. There was still protests before the game. There was a bit of arguing going on in the stands. I even got caught up in a little bit of arguing after the game with fans. It's still a little bit toxic over there at Arsenal at the moment. And Arsene Wenger's, him not coming out and making a decision on his future, it's not the reason why these things are happening, because there's no excuse for some of the rubbish that you see, but it doesn't help the situation. And it'd be really nice if they come out and make a decision at Arsenal Football Club on what's going to be happening with Arsene Wenger. But he said yesterday, still no decision. He was proud of how the team performed. He actually praised the fans as well for really getting behind the team, which they did do. And it ended up 2-2. And as I said, does no favours to either team. The other game that was really, really important yesterday, but this time for the bottom of the table, was Swansea versus Middlesbrough. Ended up 0-0 again. No favours done to either team. Both teams needed some sort of a result in the game. Neither of them got the result, and it's very bad for Borough. Not as bad for Swansea because it moves them away from the relegation zone a bit, but 0-0 in that one. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the table. At the bottom there, you can see Sunderland. They're practically gone. 20 points. 8 points away from safety. 7 points away. No, 8 points. I am right. 8 points away from safety there. You can see Swansea there on 28 points. Hull City on 27. And Middlesbrough on 23. And again, damaging for Middlesbrough. It's starting to look like the two North East teams are going to go. And then it's a battle between Hull City and Swansea City. And maybe Palace, they're still not safe. And Burnley possibly there as well. At the top of the table, Chelsea now, after dropping those points, is getting interesting because they got Man City at home this week, and if they were to slip up there, that will surely start letting Tottenham and maybe Liverpool back into the race. Tottenham there on 62, Liverpool in third place now on 59. Man City dropped one down at 58. Man United on 53 and Arsenal 51. That's now 7 points behind Manchester City in fourth place. Could Arsenal miss out on that fourth place spot for the first time in a very, very long time? This definitely looks like that's going to happen this season at the moment. Talking to Manchester United, Jose Mourinho, he's not shy at digging out his players. He's done it before. We've seen him do it before when he's at Chelsea with Juan Mata. We've seen him dig out Eden Hazard. He's not shy at doing that. And now at Man United, he's gone in hard on Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, of course, who was bought by Manchester United in 2014 for £27 million. At that time, considered the best left back in the country. They bought him from Southampton. Of course, he broke his leg in 2015. And Mourinho's gone in hard on him. He's complained about the way he's training. He's complained about his commitment, focus and ambition at the club. He's only played 15 times this season, Luke Shaw, and it really does seem to look like Luke Shaw is going to be on his way out of Manchester United because Mourinho just not fancying him at the moment. Finally, got to say big respect and big up to Celtic Football Club up there in Scotland. They won the title over there. They've done it very easily. Well done to Brendan Rodgers. Of course, he was at Liverpool, got to famously to second place, nearly should have won the title that year, but he's gone over to Scotland and he's proved himself again. Celtic winning the title very easily, as I said. Could Brendan Rodgers come back and manage in the Premier League? Charlie Nicholas, ex-Arsenal player, suggesting that he'd be a great person to manage at Arsenal. Listen, it's great to have this title on your CV at Celtic, even though I know a lot of people look at it and say it's a very easy league, but it is a highly pressurised job. Could Brendan Rodgers be on his way back to the Premier League next season? We'll have to wait and see what happens. Thanks for watching MLR Daily. We'll be back tomorrow.
Man like Robbie.